Hello. So the syllabus is going to be our roadmap into wonder this semester. The complete and official document is right here. It's 18 pages. It's also posted on Blackboard. But these are the highlights, the things that you really need to focus on. So after you read this, focus on remembering these things. This is my information. Call me Dr. H. Here's where you can find me in person, only by appointment for this semester. My phone, my email. We'll have Zoom chats. Here's the official description of this course and what you need to know for getting your degree requirements. So the prerequisites are close reading it, and it's an analysis of a major literary works from an important period in history or culture. And it varies for each different section. It's writing intensive, it includes a research paper, and it satisfies the third English general education requirement. It has prerequisites for completing English 102 or other credits in order to get enrolled. I'm sure that you've met those if you've gotten in here. So that's what this does for general ed. But our section, because the content varies, is something I hope you're ready to have some fun with. We are going to be looking at the world of fantastic literature, emphasizing its transformations across different media through time. And that's, I think, very suited for an online course, because online we're seeing this genre take on new forms as we speak. We'll be looking at everything from 17th century fairy tales to 1930s comic books to epic films and blogs. You'll be texting, you'll be tweeting on your Blackboard discussion boards, of course. You'll be writing papers, making videos, creating online websites, sharing your thoughts and reactions with the online community that we're creating in this class, which is an essential skill even if you don't get to spend your life studying fairy tales. Recent events have taught us we need to be able to express ourselves online. We need to be able to use social media in professional and academic ways. And in this class, you're going to get a chance to do that. So here's the learning outcomes for this class. And here, you're going to be looking at, you're going to get an introduction to fantastic literature. What is this thing? You're going to be able to contextualize the evolution of tales in their different medias at different times. So what's going on socially that's causing this? What's going on technologically that may be influencing the way this story is being told? You're going to learn about major scholarship in the field for the research component. Don't worry, going to walk you through it. You're going to be hone your reading, writing, research, and critical thinking skills. And you're going to conclude with a creative research paper and an online presentation to fulfill that research writing intensive requirement. So here's the texts and materials that you're going to need. You should have The Bloody Chamber and Other Stories by Angela Carter. You should have 2 graphic novels. You're going to choose one of these to read. You're either going to read Jean Lown's Boxers and Saints box set, which is a young adult, two young adult graphic novels that are companions, or Kwanzaa Osteafo's Black. And you get to choose which one you want, and that's what you're going to be doing for that section. You're going to need to check your LMU email regularly. I communicate frequently through email. With us, it'll be essential communication, and I get back to my emails usually in about 24 hours. So if you haven't heard from me in 24, certainly in 48, please email me again. You're going to need all the material posted on Blackboard, a fantastic literature wiki account, that's what this is, and a free online space if you're choosing. That's something we'll be setting up together towards the end of the course. If you need online technology help, we have some wonderful resources here at LMU. Here is how you get to those. So that's the tools for the class. Now, what are we doing and why? Here are our assignments for the entire semester, apart from daily activities that you're going to have in your, or weekly activities that you're going to have in the different modules that are just participation activities. So There's the introduction. You're going to have quizzes. There's going to be 2 quizzes that go with the 2 scholarly group presentations. So you're going to be providing the quiz questions, and this is just to show that you are paying attention and participating with your classmates in these presentations. And there's this final research project, which we're going to be doing step by little step all throughout the semester. It's going to start with a book summary, where you choose a book that you're going to be looking at for that entire project, and you tell us what it's about. You're going to have a close reading presentation, research presentation, a final, so all of these you are going to bring together into that final paper, which you're going to outline and post online in different and creative ways. How can you get people, not just prove that you know what's going on, but get people to care? Why should someone want to read that book? Why should they be interested in it? Draw someone in, get them excited about this, teach them something. That's what this project is going to be about. And then finally, there's attendance and participation. So every week, we're going to be interacting with each other, building community, doing activities, and learning these things together. Because this kind of course, it's really only fun if you bring the fun. If you are willing to get in there and let yourself enjoy this. So, those are our assignments. Back to the syllabus. Okay, what is the purpose of all this? Because at LMU, they really want you to be able to attach purpose to tasks and criteria. You know what you're doing, why you're doing it, and what's required to get the grade that you want. So, for this, the purpose of all of these assignments is really to build literacy. Literacy is an essential skill in our world, and online literacy is now essential for everything, things we never thought it would be essential for because of what's going on. The LMU mission statement says, communication clearly and effectively in an era of rapid and continuous expanding communication technology. That's exactly what we're doing. We're looking at the different kind of technologies that we're using, and how do we adapt these for academic purposes? How do we prepare to use these as professionals? But more than that, this class is also about teaching the enjoyment of literature. Maya Angelou said, any book that helps a child form a habit of reading and to make reading one of his needs is good for him. I want this class to remind you why you liked reading in the first place. Remind you of a time when you did like reading, when you enjoyed going to the library or sitting in those story circles and hearing someone tell a story. Why do we do that? Why does this matter? And finding that again, because if you can have that enjoyment, it's priceless. Your quizzes are going to demonstrate comprehension. Your presentations are going to practice that research and practice that research together. You're not going to be going this alone. The final research project, you are bringing that research and your own close reading of a text of your choosing together and sharing that with an online community, sharing that in ways that you would want literature shared with you. So you're tapping into things that you already know, that you're the expert in. And then participation is really building that sense of community. Your tasks are here, where you're going to, what you need to contribute to a scholarly group presentation, what you need to contribute to a quiz, what you need to do with readings and discussion questions, and purpose of the final project, which is exploring a work of your own. And then the criteria, you're going to have rubrics on Blackboard, on Turnitin. But more importantly, you're going to have annotated examples. Here's an A example. Here's what they did good. Here's why. And we're going to go through those before each big section of our project is due. And so you have a guide for what I'm looking for, and also ideas about ways that you can creatively expand. What are we doing each week? Here is every day, if you want it, every week, if you want it broken down in detail. Here are all of our lectures laid out. Now, they are all under construction. They will be ready on the Monday of that week. Here are the reading materials, which are also posted on Blackboard, but they're here for your convenience. Here are the different things that will be due that week. So here we have activities 1 through 6 all listed in Blackboard. So you know what, I've got 6 activities I need to get through. If you only get through 5, you missed one. I will have that every week. Notice, extra credit coming around the quarter. It's fun. I hope some of you do it. Here's when we're having our scholarly presentations. Here's where the different points of our larger project are due. And you'll notice the end, November, we are really focusing almost exclusively on getting that final project together. We're going to have workshops, we're going to have conferences, we're going to so you're not going to be going any of this alone. I'll be with you virtually every step of the way. Attendance, some other helpful stuff. This course, all recorded lectures, notes are all available online. And so if you have a planned absence, you should be able to do that ahead. So notify me beforehand if you have a planned absence for any reason, and I will have that up for you early, or we'll work out the time when you will get that done. And since this is online, we don't really need to worry about continuity should in-class meetings be canceled for any reason. However, if there ever was, say, power outages for long periods of time that were disrupting things, we would work together, we would figure out how to work our schedule around that, because that is the one thing you really can't access online when there is no power. Late work, I don't accept it. Get it in on time. If there is a reason, if you have an excused absence, let me know. I work with you on that. And also, I give extra credit opportunities, so you can always get those points back and just keep moving forward. Sharing student work. Clearly, this is a collaborative course. I never embarrass students with that, so if you ever don't want something, I always ask before I share something, so never worry about that. Media policy, we're using media. That's essential to this course because it is an online course. Plagiarism, first instance of plagiarism, just don't do it. Don't take someone's work as your own. Don't use an idea, even from one of your own, perhaps high school papers, because sometimes a teacher has given you a prompt that you didn't need to cite in that class because it was the prompt for that assignment. But now, if you put it in to turn it in, it'll flag as plagiarized because that wasn't your work, and it wasn't plagiarized in that class, but now it shows up as that. So just don't do it. If you want to reuse something, an idea from the past, run it by me first. We'll work through it. We'll make sure that that's not going to happen to you, because the first result is a failing grade on the assignment, and the second is going to result in a failure of the course. I really hate that. So please, just don't do it. And we'll be using Turnitin. Turnitin finds these things always. So, syllabus contract. Oh, that is the syllabus survey that you're taking on Blackboard after all of this. So, important dates. Here's some important dates. When you can add it, when you can withdraw, but no one's going to want to withdraw because we're going to have so much fun. University policies. They have wonderful support services here. Here are the links to those, but if you need help finding them, let me know, and I can get you connected with whether it's tutoring or counseling or whatever you need. So, policies, harassment, misconduct, those are all good things to know, and very, very important to have. There's Turnitin. Oh, and the right to modify things as the semester goes. As you can see, things are pretty set, but if there is a change, it will be modified in writing, it will be changed on Blackboard, it will be changed here, I will have announcements, and I will email. So I'd like to have order. I like to have that for you guys, so you can rely on that being there. Now, let's head back to the fantastic.